all day.
For real?
Why does it smell so bad?
So he's in the rut.
The musk
He's
smell.
been peeing all over himself.
Yeah. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode with me, Ty Fishing. Before I go and show you the new pet and stuff, you guys are gonna love it, trust me. I just want to show you what happened to the car this morning at 5:30 a.m. Me and my buddy Steve were going out fishing, and this is what happened. I hit a buck. I hit a deer. I hit a deer. So yeah, this is it. I mean, not really a lot of damage. It's more cosmetic. And luckily, me and him were perfectly fine. I was only going 30 miles an hour. And this buck was probably about a 10 point. Like, this thing is giant. Now, I don't really know a lot about bucks, but Steve, he was freaking out about it. He was like, yo, I'm taking this home if you don't want it. And I just was like, yo, can I just get the antlers? Like, you know, I mean, it just ruined the front of my car. Can I get something? I mean, you can take all of me. I don't really care about that. So he was like, yeah. The sheriff actually gave us a tag. And he took it home. His buddy came in with a truck. He took it home. There's not a lot of damage, just more cosmetics. Like I said, luckily me and him were all safe. That's really all that matters. But yeah, I'm not leaking any fluids or anything like that, so the car is fine. Me and my grandfather, we're gonna try something. I don't even know what the hell we're gonna try with the hood. Probably pushing it back down, just aligning everything, just to make it look better, because I honestly don't want to drive with this big ass bump. Like, I'm gonna be so distracted. It's gonna be like I'm on the phone. Yeah, so that's the car. There's not really much I could say about it, you know. I'm not leaking anything. Like, the light pushed up. The bumper seems to be pretty fine. All the lights just pushed up. Like, there's a crack right there and stuff. Like, the hood is bent the hell out of shape. Like, I can't even get it up. But the radiator looks fine, engine looks fine. I have no lights on. I'm not leaking any gas. I'm not leaking any fluids. So I drove it. Yeah, the lights are messed up though. For some reason, my turn signals work. My headlights don't, but my brakes work in each of these. And in this one, the turn signal works, but this one it doesn't. So I don't know what that's about. There's probably a loose wire or something, or the ball broke. That ball looks like it might have broke. But I don't know. So hopefully we could do something about that. Maybe at least, which I would really love to do, is at least push this just back down. You know, get it out, push it back down, push the lights back down, push everything back down, and just make it look like better. Because I can't see myself driving with this freaking fat thing just sticking up in the roof. Like, come on. But right there, that's something where it hit too. Cause that's a big ass dent. Yeah, but nothing inside was to be ruined. As I said again, I was only going 30, so the bumper is perfectly fine, which is good. The license plate's pretty screwed up, but you know, that ain't shit. This thing right here, this is pretty shot. Oh, there we go. I just fixed that. Okay, well, there goes one way to recovery. And yeah, I mean, yeah, other than this, the bumper is pretty freaking solid. So I don't know, but hopefully we can do something about this tonight. At least push it back down, put everything back in place. I don't know about all this plastic shit. I don't know. I don't even know about that. But yeah, like I said, I was only going 30 miles per hour. Like, and this buck was big. It just ran out right in front of me. Me and Steve, we were sitting in the car, and all of a sudden, and we just both screamed and we hit it. But it broke his two legs and it ended up dying. The officer didn't shoot it. He actually gave us a tag. So Steve, I told him I don't eat deer, or nor did I know what to do with it. What am I gonna do with it with my freaking Chevy? So he took it home. He's actually gonna give me the head and the antlers. So I might do a European mount on it, just because it's such a big buck, and because that's actually kind of cool, you know. So I might just do that. But yeah, so this is a regular old fishing video. But we're okay. That's really what matters. You know, the car, you know, that's just equipment. What matters is me and Steve, we're perfectly fine. You know, we're only going 30 miles an hour. We made it out. No scratches, just the car, which it's whatever, you know, looks, I don't care. As long as I can get back forward to school, right? I didn't even realize it. Got some deer hair right there. Same thing right here. Pretty cool. Thanks, buddy, though. That is the car, guys. Let's go inside and take a look at this awesome pet. Now, it needs a name, so drop some comments below with some names, and I'll pick the winner. and that's what we'll name this pet. I'm not gonna say what it is yet. You guys are gonna have to wait and see. You guys ready to see this pet now? This thing is absolutely incredible. Hold on, I'm about to show you. This guy right here is my new pet, Axolotl. I believe that's how you say it. They are the most coolest animals in the world. They're not a fish. They're more related to a salamander, closely related to a giant tiger salamander. And these guys are absolutely ridiculous. So what is axolotl? Axolotl is a type of salamander. It is not a fish. A lot of people get it confused with the fish just because it has gills. And this is a fully aquatic salamander. If you take it out of the water, it's probably going to die because it has to breathe in the water. Of course, that's why it's got gills. It's just a salamander that didn't complete its metamorphism, so it's stuck with gills. And it is a super cool creature. You know, they got legs, they got a tail. Looks like a tadpole converted into a frog that never made it onto land. That's really what it looks like, but it's still got that tail. It's like that Pokemon Poliwag or Poliwag or something like that. That's what it looks like. These guys have a unique ability of regeneration, to where if their arm gets eaten off, or if it just comes off by getting stuck on something, or even parts of their brain can actually grow back to almost perfect. Now, it might not be the same as the original one, but it can grow back. And this is, his little leg is starting to grow back, and it's honestly the coolest thing ever. Scientists actually do a lot of research with these guys to see if regeneration, and these guys can't be linked to like human regeneration if someone lost an arm, which I think is super cool. These guys are honestly just a phenomenon. Before you go out and just think, okay, I want to buy an axolotl, you know, they're freaking awesome, there's some things that you need to know. The recommendation was 10 gallons per axolotl. It has now moved up to 20 gallons, considering that they get about 8 to 12 inches, and they live up to 15 years. So you want to make sure it's got a livable home. Now, this guy's in a 30 gallon, basically all to himself. There is one other fish in here, a small pleco, but I'm not really worried about that. I don't have a net to catch them, so I'm definitely going to have to get that pleco out of there, because axolotls are fish eaters in the wild. So, you know, he could disappear, but he's almost to the size where he can't even fit in the axolotl's mouth, so I'm not worried, and they both can withstand the same amount of temperature. Axolotls do need a temperature of around 65 degrees, and you can even go lower. It just slows down their metabolisms, and they might become sluggish. But in the wild, they're from mountain lakes in Mexico, and you might be thinking, you know, Mexico's hot. But up there, it's like 65-degree waters. If anything goes above that, they can get ill, they can get fungus, diseases, and they can actually die because of like stressed out too much. And then your axolotl will be dead. A lot of people choose to feed bloodworms, earthworms, and even live foods to the axolotl, but I choose massive diet pellets. This is what they had them on at the pet store, and these are more balanced nutrition profile than live foods, and it has extremely flavorful and color enhancing diet. So you know, I want them to look beautiful, I want them to get the most nutrition possible, so this is what I'm going to feed him, and he loves it. Now, axolotls have horrible eyesight and real sensible to light, so when you're feeding, I always put the pellets right in front of his face, or I'll even bring it like to his face. I won't just drop it, and he'll actually take it right out of my hand. They love stuff like that. Anything that really moves in front of their face, they'll take a swipe at. That's why they say do not put fish in there, because fish can actually hurt them if like big enough, and if they got spikes, like my eels that I had in there, so I had to move the eels. But that's what I do. Some people use tweezers, some people just drop the food in front of them. As long as they get to the food, that's fine. Axolotls do produce a lot of waste, and they need, I would say, healthy water. So make sure you do have a powerful filter if you're going to get one, but not a lot of current at the bottom, because they do not like current. They're more like stagnant water creatures. You know, they're found in lakes. You know, the lakes are not rushing with current like rivers and streams. So they're, like I said, you know, they're found in lakes. They don't like current. So if you're going to have a powerful filter, a lot of people use sponge filters. I use a 30-gallon filter, but it's more at the top, so there is no water movement at the bottom, and he seems to love it. They're terrible eyesight. When axolotls eat, they tend to eat gravel, which causes block up in their stomachs and in their intestines. So I use completely sand. This will not hurt them at all. If they do eat it, most of the time it'll just come out of their gills, or they'll spit it back out. But gravel, they will actually swallow it, and it could cause blockage and end up killing you. Let's see if he will actually eat. Right now I got a piece of pellet, and this is what I do. I bring it right down in front of his face, just like this. Okay, he didn't want it. Do you want it? No, he doesn't want it. Okay, buddy. If you don't want it, that's fine. Oh, what are you doing? Guys, that is it for this video. If you guys like the axolotl, comment below because I think they're absolutely adorable and awesome creatures. They kind of ugly, but they got that puppy dog face. They're like an underwater dog. I mean, what can you say, you know? I need a name for them, so comment below the best name that you got, and I'll pick a winner, and I'll announce it in the next video, and that will be his name forever. They live about 10 to 15 years, so that will be his name for forever, because I do not plan on getting rid of him. I mean, if something happens, but for the next 10 to 15 years, he'll be with me. I think he's only about a year or two, maybe even more years old, but that is super awesome. If you guys like the car now, let me know below, because that was something. I'm glad we're all okay. Me and Steve, we're doing great. He's actually processing the deer right now, which is actually, I was supposed to go fishing with him today again. You know, this happened today. Like, the video coming out today, this happened at 5 o'clock this morning. And this probably video is around 6 to 7 o'clock at night, which is absolutely insane. I'm supposed to go fishing with him today at a golf course pond, actually, catch some bass, but he hasn't texted me back. But if you guys like this video, smash that like button, comment below, it helps me out a lot. Share this video, because that helps a lot too. I love each and every one of you guys. Have a blessed day. And yes, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video with me, Ty Fishing.